up, YouTube? It's your boy Wayne, the Thrift Nerd, coming at you with another video. In this video, I am going to talk to you guys about how to save money when you are sourcing at thrift stores. So if that sounds like an interesting topic to you, which it should be for pretty much about every reseller, please stick around until the end of this video. And if you enjoy the content of this video and my other videos, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and help me keep on keeping on and giving you guys some great content and more videos in the future. I plan on dropping videos every Sunday. All of us as resellers, you know, we have very slim profit margins. And one thing that really is impactful, which seems pretty obvious, is how much money you actually spend when you're sourcing at thrift stores. Now, thrift stores are so discounted that even if you went on a regular old day where there's nothing going on, you could still find some items that would be good flips. But the way you're really going to succeed in this business, you guys, is by penny pinching, by managing your expenses, and by sourcing at the lowest possible price. That's what this video is all about. So these are things that I personally practice, you guys. I'm not just like preaching at you. Some of it may seem like common sense, but you would be so surprised at how many people just ignore this completely, and they'll just go to a thrift store whenever they feel like it, they'll just buy whatever they want, and they're like, oh, I can sell this. But guess what? Like, your profits aren't going to be super great if you're overpaying for an item or whatever. Tip number one, source on sale days, okay? Every thrift store usually will have certain types of gimmicks to get people to come out. Thrift stores have huge amounts of inventory, you guys. They need to turn that stuff over fast, so they use sales as incentives to get people in there to buy their merchandise. Not just resellers, but, you know, people who are shopping for themselves or whatever the situation might be. So you'll notice, like at Goodwill, there's like usually, so there's different colored tags, and whatever day, green and orange tags are half off, and then the next day, pink and purple tags are half off, which is all fine and well, but you'll find if you're just going to source on those days, the colors that they have as half off tags are usually the less desirable items, which have been sitting around for a while. What you really want to do is ask a Goodwill employee or go to the store's website or what have you and find out if they have any dedicated sale days. Like the Goodwill by me, they used to have, like, every Sunday would be dollar tag day, right? It would be like pink tags or yellow tags, whatever color they choose. They would literally be only $1 for any item of that color. Now, you need to get there early on those days because you're going to be waiting in line, you might not have a cart, etc. But then you could just like plow that store over and pick up those tags. Like, if you're getting something for $1 and even if you only sell it for $10 to $15, that is a huge profit, you guys, huge. If you're buying wholesale or from other sellers online, you're just never gonna find that type of profit margin unless you're buying like thousands of something, right? So yeah, shop on sale days. Also, there's a mom and pop thrift store by me that I go to, and they have every Thursday, all clothing is just 50% off, straight up, all clothing. So, I mean, I hit that store every Thursday. There is a Salvation Army that I go to. It's a little bit of a drive for me, but they have 50% off all merchandise on Wednesday, right? And then Goodwill is a $1 day. So that's what my week looks like if I'm sourcing and I'm in the mood to thrift and I'm not buying wholesale, which I do a lot of. But yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll hit all three of those. That's money, you guys. You'll find that the more you do this, almost you make more money if you pay less when you buy the item than when you sell the item for more, which sounds like kind of weird logic, but the lower ticket or medium price ticket items are more plentiful, right? So if you can get those for really, really cheap and you don't mind putting the time and effort into listing and photographing those things and you have an eye for what should sell, then you can make some really good money on some bread and butter brands. I'll link a video up here for some of my personal sales. I have a whole playlist of these things, and I'm always going to be dropping these kind of videos. This will give you an idea of some things that you could find. A lot of the pieces I find for $1 or $2, so they're super relevant to this video. The second tip I want to give you guys, which is somewhat related to the first tip, is if your local thrift store or consignment store offers a membership system, sign up for it. They have extra programs in addition to the regular sales that they run, and you're really going to save money, you guys, by compounding all of these things together, right? So like for Goodwill, for example, they have, if you spend $15, you get 15% off. $20, 20% off. $25 plus, 25% off, okay? Savers is my personal favorite thrift store, you guys, and what they have is if you spend $100, you get 20% off your next purchase up to $100. And for me, I'm dropping $100 in Savers like it's my job, which someday it will be. Anyways, so what I'll do is I will go in there and I'll spend $100. I'll have a coupon with me, drop that down to 80 bucks. Like, that's a huge savings. Now, if you go over $100, it doesn't apply. So what you do is you ask them to ring you out in multiple transactions, which they're more than happy to do. And pro tip that I learned from someone that I became friends with who works at Savers, they're obligated to do that if you ask, but they will never prompt you, right? So it's up to you to speak up and let them know that, hey, I've got a couple of these, because they'll just build up on your account. Use all of them, you guys, use them all. It's a fantastic way to save extra money. Now, if in Savers instance, if you buy something and it's 50% off, the 20% off will not apply to that. So it is different per store. So you really want to check with somebody who works at the store you go to make sure that that works okay. Here's a bonus tip for Savers, and I believe this probably applies to some of the other thrift stores as well. If you donate some of your own items to them, they will give you one of the 20% off coupons. So if I've used all of mine up on my account, I'll go in and I'll donate a pair of shoes that I'm just never going to sell anyways. I'll get a 20% off coupon, and then it'll apply to $100 worth of purchases. And odds are, spending up to $100, I'll get another coupon, right? So you always then, once you have coupons, you always have coupons, right? That's kind of the theme of this video. It all adds up. So do every bit you can to save some money. On that, in addition to kind of joining the membership programs, sign up for their email notifications, which you usually will have to do when you become a member anyways. I get emails all the time, because not only do I go to thrift stores, but I also go to consignment stores like Plato's Closet, which I've mentioned in a couple of videos. And they'll just email me, or in Plato's Closet's example, they just send me a text message and they say, hey, we're having a special today. We're gonna give you a tiny ass little bag, and anything you can fit in that bag you get for $10. So I will brush up on my origami skills, you guys, and just jam pack that sucker, and I'll be getting items that are gonna sell, not huge amounts, but $15, $20 sales, and I'll pay less than $1 because I just know how to cram stuff in those little bags, right? Or they'll have holiday specials where, okay, Savers Club members only, you get it in an hour early for the 4th of July or whatever, and you go in there and you just crush it, you guys. Being there early is key also. That's kind of a separate tip in and of itself. Another way that you can save money when you're sourcing at thrift stores, and this is more for consignment stores actually, you guys, most of the things there you will be able to flip if you get it for the right price. If you go in there empty-handed and you buy something full price, they may charge you $7, $8, $10 for a shirt that you may find for $3 or $4 at a thrift store. That's a no-go, you guys, unless it's a fantastic shirt. But say you have 10 items that you just can't sell. You bought them when you first started, they're bad sales, and whatever, they've been in your closet for 8 months. You determine what the threshold is for how long you hold on to things before you get rid of them or move on, because you don't want dead inventory taking up your closet or your eBay store or whatever. But if you take it to Plato's Closet, those 10 items, they may say, okay, cool, we'll give you $30 cash or $20 store credit. Okay, now with that $20 store credit, which is always the better choice, you guys, buy some high-priced items or some good items that you know would sell, but they're just a little bit more than what you would like. Apply that to it. Oh my God, you guys. I have gotten stuff for free, literally for free. Let that roll around in your brain for a minute. Like, I will trade in, say I buy a bunch of shirts. I buy lots of shirts, not abundance, but literal lots, or bundles, you could say, I guess, from other sellers. And sometimes other sellers may sell things that have stains or holes in them that I personally don't feel comfortable selling to my buyers. So rather than just like trading those back, one, I could trade them in, as I said before, and get a 20% coupon. That's always a win. Or two, if I'm at one of these Plato's Closet-like stores, and there are plenty of them around the country, often they will take those clothes from me. Bam, you guys, like, so suddenly that item that was $15, but you knock that $5 off, suddenly it's feasible to buy that and flip it. Because you know it's a good item, it was just overpriced. So this is the last tip, you guys, and this is a tip that people, it sounds like such common sense, but people make this mistake all the time, especially new sellers. I'll be honest though, you guys, I still make this mistake to this day. Do not overspend, okay? Sounds like common sense, right? But there's a fine line between paying up and spending too much. And you have to find out what that is based on your experience, what you've sold, and what you think you can get for these items. If you see a shirt, right, and it's a really cool shirt, it's a shirt you know would sell. Say it's like a Carhartt hoodie, right? It's a Carhartt hoodie, it's in great condition. You know you could sell this thing for 40 or 50 bucks, right? Like, perfect, it's in a nice size, it's a 2XL, 40 or 50 bucks, that's awesome. And then you look at that price tag and they want to charge you $25 for it or something like that. Sometimes thrift stores are hip to certain brands and they will mark the shit out of those brands, you guys. So suddenly your Carhartt shirt's not looking too good, right? And then, oh, it's a bigger shirt, it's heavier. Okay, it's also going to cost money to ship, and it's going to be more expensive to ship. And maybe you have to ship it in a padded envelope and it can't go first class. Well, that's another $7. Right? So now all of a sudden, I mean, you could still be making like maybe like $10 to $12 profit, but is it worth it at that point? That's up to you to decide. There are some items where they're just such a cool item and you know they'll move that you'll just instinctively want to buy them, but they're so overpriced that when everything's said and done, you will literally make no money. Or you might even lose money, you guys. Like, that's a thing that happens. And then you're going right back to the thrift store. So, moral of the story is don't overspend. And this is going to go full circle to the very first couple of tips. If you're sourcing on days where things are on sale, you are signed up for all the membership programs, you're getting emails that are telling you when special events are happening, and you're getting stuff as cheap as possible, suddenly your margins are going to expand. And you are going to be making more money per sale rather than paying up for an item and then it costs extra to ship, and maybe there could even be something wrong with it and then you just really screwed yourself out of money. So there you go, you guys. I hope this was a little bit helpful for you guys, and it either reminded you of mistakes that could happen, or it taught you a thing or two if you're a new seller. So if you enjoy this, again, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. I am new at this and I am trying to grow and continue sharing my story with you. So any little bit of help that I can get in doing that would be great. If you would like to learn a little bit more about me, I will link a video about kind of my purpose and why I'm making these videos for you guys. But yeah, stick around, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is Wayne, the Thrift Nerd, signing out. Thank you and have a great day.